So, Codis, you've decided to finally take this farm from me. I've defeated all your friends. I've defeated your mother. I've defeated your wife. I've defeated your sister.
But I'm not married.
You are now. I've defeated her. Not anymore, because I defeated her. You think you can oppose me?
Of course I can, because I held the all-powerful Exodia.
Can Exodia stop this? It's a time, power, travel, activate thing.
Okay, you ruined it there.
Sorry. Welcome to...
that is such a cringe intro.
You know what?
That was so cringe, guys.
That's this podcast, actually.
Agreed.
This is episode, I don't know. I'm here with
Because we're
Cody.
still kind of backed up.
I'm here with Cody.
As per usual.
I'm Fake Namerson. We're here to talk about mostly fighting games today, actually. Cody has recently gotten into Smash.
Well, I was kind of into Smash a little bit when it went like back in Melee, but I didn't really find it that enjoyable. But Smash Ultimate is so much more fun.
See, I actually kind of relate to that. I played all of the Smash games. I remember I was super young when Smash 64, well, when I actually first played Smash 64. I mean, my memory of it is kind of hazy. I just remember really liking Ness and the Mario Brothers stage, the Super Mario Brothers stage, the one with like the warp pipes and stuff. I don't think I had a negative experience in that.
There's actually before we actually get into the fighting game things, I do want to mention something about Mario games.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario 64, someone made a ROM hack for it to have the original Super Mario.
I'm very
Bros.
glad
levels.
you decided to derail our
Don't worry,
conversation.
it was just a side comment. It was just a side comment.
All right. Then I got to play Melee. I think there's a few factors as to why I wasn't too into Melee in general, like that were my fault. I know one thing I really didn't like was how fast everyone fell. I think I could have used a brighter aesthetic. I remember everything being like very dark, actually.
Well, next time next time I can use it, bring a GameCube over, we can test it on your copy.
Well, I know now it's actually not as dark as I remember.
Oh, okay.
I played it like a year ago. It's been a while since I touched the game. And then I have an older sister who was better at the game than me. And then level 9 CPUs were giving me trouble because I didn't really understand that they weren't good. And they don't play neutral or anything. That kind of led to my unenjoyment of this game. And then I remember thinking at the time, like, I'm not sure if I like this game. And that was before I found out like the competitive scene and how they were playing the game. Before I was playing it like you would play Brawl or something, or Smash 64 even. And then I found out if you want to play this game, you've got to pick these characters and you've got to learn how to wave dash, and if you're playing Fox, you've got to know how to jump, cancel, shine, and I just remember being like, oh, fighting games are not for me. And then for 10 years afterwards, I did not play any fighting game.
And yet now that they're most of what you play.
It's kind of ironic because then I eventually picked up Brawl. Well, I picked up Brawl, and then I remember that being fun. I had to stop for a bit, and then I picked up Brawl again. It was super fun.
Well, Smash Bros. In general isn't your typical fighting game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I quit Smash because of Melee. I was a lot older when I played Brawl, and I thought to myself, okay, why is this one so much more fun than what I remember in Melee? I decided to go back to Melee. It wasn't as bad as I remember. For all the shit that people give Brawl is the reason I play Melee. In fact, Brawl is the reason I play fighting games.
And it's considered the worst in the series as far as most fans are concerned.
As far as competitive games, yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was intended to be. It was.
It was.
Yeah, because they didn't want it like Evo or anything. I'm sure.
No, they wanted it as far from Melee as possible.
So it was far slower paced compared to Melee.
Yeah, it was.
That makes a lot of sense. That's probably a big. That was probably a bit of a mistake on their part because I can see why they were so upset about it.
So, from what I understand, Sakurai always wanted it to be like a fun game for both. Well, maybe not so much competitive, but at least for a casual audience. And Melee is not for a casual audience whatsoever, really. I mean, there's like some fun to be had, but it's best enjoyed at a competitive level.
They didn't want it in the competitive scene when they first made it. I assume.
No,
It
took a lot of whining to get it at Evo.
It took a lot of whining.
Yes.
Were they complaining that they weren't letting it be put up for tournaments at Evo or something?
I forget exactly what it was, but they were doing like a charity drive to get certain games into the Evo lineup. The Melee scene really wanted it to be at Evo, and they actually raised the most money. And then afterwards, Nintendo was like, "No, we don't want this at Evo." I don't know the specifics, but the Melee community got up in arms. They raised some kind of hell because eventually Nintendo conceded. And now Melee is the most popular.
Well, what they could have done is
game.
threatened to never make another Smash Bros. Game if they kept throwing a fit.
But Nintendo likes money. So.
I know, but I don't know if anyone would have called it as a bluff. Because if they would have just been bluffing instead of it, and nobody called them out on it, I would have been amazed. There's also a chance it could have had the opposite effect and caused an even bigger riot. Probably causing people to flock just from America who love Smash Bros. To tear down Nintendo headquarters over there in Japan.
I might as well continue with the history. After Brawl, I actually picked up Super Street Fighter 4 for the Nintendo 3DS, and that really kickstarted my fighting game career.
Well, I figured because you have the entire Street Fighter collection.
I have every Street Fighter game except for like the EX games and 5. Yeah, I do want to get 5. I'm not sure about the EX games. Smash 4 eventually overtakes Brawl because Smash 4 is a much better competitive game than Brawl. Though, as far as like content goes, not good. If you're playing Smash 4, you were only playing it for like the Smash mode. Whereas like if you played Brawl, there was so much. Brawl is the greatest game content wise.
Just not competitive one.
No, not at all.
They intentionally made it bad for competitive scene. So yeah, so I can see why they did focus more on content than anything.
Smash 4, the life of Smash 4, because I don't think anybody's playing it at the moment, ended with a whimper. Have you seen the EVO 2018 finals for Smash 4?
I did not.
All right. We're going to pause, and you're going to see that.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah. That single-handedly killed Smash 4.
Again. Oof.
From what I understand, I mean, they're playing Bayo. It's a hated character. But at the same time, it's a legitimate character. You do need skill to play that character.
I can tell.
The crowd hates them. You probably couldn't tell, but they were actually booing.
Oh, I could hear some booing. I could hear some booing going on out there. Why did they stall the match, though?
I think they were just, like, reacting to, like, the anger from the crowd. 2 players, pretty good, actually. And they're in the FGC, you have your heroes and your villains. A bit like wrestling.
Like, you mean like the face and the heel?
Yeah, these are definitely the villains in this tournament. And it's 2 villains winning a tournament with the most hated character in the game.
Is it sad that WWE actually kind of did something similar at one of their events?
Oh, they did.
So, they actually had they had 2 tournaments. The finals ended up being 2 bad guys facing off against each other.
Mm.
Thing is, one of them ended up getting hurt, and so someone else had to actually take his place.
Mm.
So thankfully, that avoided the heel versus heel matchup.
Mm. In the FGC, Of course, everyone is divided by like their own games already, but even more so when it comes to Smash, for both Melee and Smash, whatever Smash game is current at the moment, a lot of people don't consider Smash a fighting game.
Trust me, I know one person who thought that, and he's like, "Oh no, Smash is definitely a fighting game."
It's mostly the people who don't play Smash.
I know. Like, this guy, he's never played a Smash game before. And as soon as he picked up Smash Ultimate, he's like, "Oh no, this is definitely a fighting game."
I think the reason is, we talked about like footsies and the neutral and things like that.
You guys don't know this because we didn't record any of it.
Yeah. It's the reason I took you to Street Fighter to show you that, because it's a lot easier to show you that in something like Street Fighter. It's actually a lot easier to show you across any game except for Smash. If you learn something like corner combos or corner-only combos in Street Fighter, that somewhat carries over to Dragon Ball FighterZ and to Guilty Gear and somewhat to Tekken. Like even from like a 3D fighter like
I think
Tekken.
I've actually played Tekken.
Even from a 3D fighter to a 2D fighter, even if you've never played the game or seen the game before, you can still recognize, okay, these guys are playing footsies. These guys are playing the neutral. This guy is playing defensively. Whereas in Smash, if you haven't played it, you're probably not going to recognize those things.
So it's basically, as I said before, it's not your typical fighting game. It is a fighting game, just not your typical one. Because it usually plays by very different rules.
Yes.
I could tell that much comparing it to from playing Dragon Ball FighterZ and BlazBlue, and then going into Smash. I could definitely tell there's a big difference in how you would play that game compared to those games.
There's so much things that only apply to Smash.
That's just, again, Smash isn't a typical fighting game.
That being said, it has gotten a little bit better, especially with Ultimate. A lot of players of like other fighting games are kind of looking into Smash Ultimate, because I know the biggest one is they removed the ability to run through the opponent.
When did they remove that? Like Smash Ultimate?
Yeah.
Your Smash Ultimate? It was also in Smash 4?
In previous Smash games, if you were running towards your opponent, you'd eventually just run through them. Unless they were like throwing out a button or something. In this game, you can't do that unless you like roll or do a specific attack that has that ability that can cross up the opponent. I can understand why they removed it too. It's a little bit frustrating when you have to watch out for your opponent trying to grab you from the front or the back. There's a famous clip like Zero. He's expecting his opponent to run to the other side and try and like hit him or something, so he grabs in the other direction. Meanwhile, his opponent isn't doing that and just runs up and hits him.
He just baits him a little bit.
Without actually baiting him. He didn't do anything. But now, that combined with like the ledge and how much stronger edge guarding has gotten, there's somewhat of a corner now, which is something that exists a lot in a lot of other fighting games. It's not a 1-to-1, but it's kind of there.
I really did mean what I said when you showed me that clip, that we need to actually try to figure out how to like base a team on Smash for each other.
That's gonna take
a long time, I know. That could take weeks of practice.
Doubles in Smash has always been like, because for one, you have to understand in tournaments, team attack is on. So
that's what I said. I would like to learn how to do team battles properly.
Two, those people probably go to tournaments together specifically and practice together specifically, because you have to be really, especially in Ultimate, you have to really be in tune with your teammate.
I've actually seen like one of Zero's clips. It was hilarious because I don't know who was who, but Mario did their back throw and Lucina did, I think, their up smash. And I was like, oh wow, that was actually a nice little team combo there. I've actually never seen a tournament for Smash before, so
you should see like some melee doubles tournaments. It's a lot crazier because they have things like chain grabs and exactly how they do it. But like Pikachu will just spam jab while the opponent is grabbed, and it locks them infinitely.
That is very broken. So they can't even struggle out?
No. Not from what I can tell.
Damn. Even at 0%?
Yeah. Melee is
The most broken piece of shit I've ever heard of. And I guarantee you I'm going to get some hate for that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they'll descend in droves, my dude.
If they just start hating for no reason because I said that Melee is the biggest piece of shit because of how broken it is, yeah, I'm going to say, you know what? Banned. Banned from the comments. Banned from the channel.
You're going to ban them from my channel?
Yes, I am. That's how much power I've got.
Oh. That being said, I think the broken things do make it a little bit exciting to watch. Well, to a point. I've kind of stopped watching Melee because it's only like the same one character. Unless it's like H-Box or something. For as much shit that people give H-Box, I only watch if he's there.
Oh?
You know, I talked about heroes and villains in the FGC.
Yes.
There are heroes and villains in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
There's the 5 gods of Smash. I'm forgetting one of them off the top of my head, but what you need to know is that H-Box, or Hungrybox, is one of those gods. He mains Jigglypuff.
And that's one of the most annoying characters in the game. And like for casual play, he can be quite annoying.
I don't know about that. A lot of people, especially in Melee, do not like Jigglypuff because Melee is a much faster game than, I'd say, a lot of fighting games actually. Especially with all the technical inputs you need to do. Jigglypuff is a much slower character that moves so much slower and does a lot of things very slowly, but very effectively. Also, especially the way that Hungrybox plays, it's pretty defensive. It's the closest you're gonna get to like a true footsies character in Smash. The way he plays him, her at least. I think it's a female in Smash. Oh well. He's definitely a villain in the FGC. That being said, pretty much everyone else at this point either plays Fox or Marth. Those are like I don't think Marth is, but I know those are like the two best. Fox is the best character in the game, and then Marth is the best counterpick to that.
For Melee?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were talking about Smash in general.
No, Melee.
Okay, good.
Definitely Melee. I might have to show you some clips of Melee or something. Get a feel for what I'm talking about. And I think like the first 10 times you watch Fox and Marth, it's pretty damn exciting. And then maybe like up to the 20th time, it's like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's, Fox and Marth,
And when after that, it was just like, change to a different fucking character.
That's what I like about Ultimate in Smash 4. There's so many viable characters in that game that it's not just Fox and Marth. It's not just Multi-Shine Tipper. They're doing different things. They have to because they're playing different characters. I should find a way to segue into something I was pretty excited to tell you about. It's going to be old news by the time this comes out. In fact, it's old news now. But remember I was talking about Bayonetta, Smash 4? One of the pioneer characters of that was Salem. He played Bayo when she came out, played him when she got nerfed, and everyone was saying she was bad. He played her when people started to hate Bayo again. I don't know if he plays her now. I think he plays Link now. But he was pretty good with Bayo. He actually won EVO 2017, I think, with Bayo.
On Smash 4?
Yeah. That was at the time when people were saying that she was bad. He's pretty skilled. I'm going to jump a bit. In Melee, there's the 5 gods. I'm not going to go over them right now, but you need to go. There's also one other person known as the God Slayer. His name is Leffen. He's known for having been able to defeat all 5 of those gods in a single tournament. He just ran through everybody. He also won Melee Evo 2018, I believe. He's pretty good, but he's also known for like he's a pretty bad sport in general. He shit talks a lot. He actually got banned at one point for shit talking.
It's honestly sounds like me. Sounds like me.
No, he's a bit worse actually. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
What is he just? Is he just a potty mouth all around?
Yeah, he's a potty mouth. He's a bad sport in general. I forget exactly what he did. He did something.
Probably got caught smoking weed.
He's a villain.
He probably got caught smoking weed.
No, he's not. No, I don't think so. It's not like illegal or anything.
Okay, good.
Just along the lines of being a bad sport. Now, a lot of people don't like him, but at this point, if he like,
you don't have to like him, but you do have to respect his skill.
Yeah, you do have to respect his skill. But at this point, if he's like bad mouthing somebody or going off on somebody, people are just like shrugging off. Oh, it's Leffen. He does that. That's Leffen. I think the only reason people tolerate him is because he has slayed all 5 gods. Not many people can say they've done that.
If only I could say that. Thing is, I'm so bad at Smash, I can't win a best of 3 with you. Well, Smash Ultimate anyway.
Now we need to get into one more player. One of my favorites, actually. Until about recently, he didn't play Smash. He was actually known for, I think it's like Mortal Kombat and other hyper-aggressive games. His name is Sonic Fox. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No. I've probably never heard most of the fighting games.
Hot damn. He is just about any game he touches.
He can pick up with ease.
I wouldn't say with ease, but he's pretty good at it. Like, in Tekken... Well, not Tekken. Injustice 2. Mortal Kombat. He's pretty good at Dragon Ball FighterZ. He actually won Evo for 2018 Dragon Ball FighterZ. Which is their first Evo. Sonic Fox he's... Most people consider Smash somewhat distant from the FGC. So Sonic Fox would be part of the main FGC. Smash Ultimate is coming out. Sonic Fox actually publicly states he's looking into Smash. He recognizes that, hey, even if it isn't a fighting game, it takes a lot of skill to play this game. He's like, oh, okay, I think I want to get into Smash. I don't remember the date. He eventually stated, like, I think I'm looking at, like, Daisy or Snake. Under that tweet, Leffen comments something along the lines of, Snake sucks. Then, yeah, and this is how it all starts. Then eventually, Salem replies to that, saying, Leffen doesn't know shit about Ultimate. He only plays Melee, which is why he believes that Snake sucks.
Snake is pretty good in Smash Ultimate, considering he can infinitely restore himself.
That's not why he's good, but I do agree that he's a lot better than Leffen thinks he is. Especially if tournament results are saying anything. This eventually starts this whole tirade of, like, Salem going off. Melee and the rest of the Smash community have been a little bit distant. There's Melee elitists, and there's a lot of them.
Well, actually, I'm going to mention something first. It's like, as far as the community goes, Melee is the worst, because it has a very toxic fan base, I've heard.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
That's why a lot of people don't really respect Melee all that much.
That being said, that same mentality is exactly what brings us to today's... Well, this moment's meme, I guess, at this point. Sam is going off. He's talking about, like, oh, it's always the same with these Melee players. They only play the newest game for, like, 6 months, and then they leave to go back, and then they trash talk the game at the moment and go back to playing Melee.
Smash Ultimate is probably the best of all the Smash games so far.
And then eventually, Salem puts out a twitlonger called... Years of Research. I want you to read this, actually. Let's see if I can find it. I'll pause for a second.
Oh boy.
So before I go into the aftermath, what were your thoughts on that twitlonger?
Honestly, I can definitely see where he's coming from. I haven't had any actual experience with any of the Smash communities, but I can probably tell that he knows what he's talking about.
I agree with a lot of what he said, actually. And he makes some very valid points. However, he definitely came at this the wrong way.
I think he realized it too by the time he got to the end.
If not, he realizes it now, because he's being memed to hell and back.
Yet he hasn't taken it down yet.
Nah, probably for the better. But even if he is being memed, he does make some valid points.
I assume he's being memed by the Melee community.
He's being memed by everybody. You remember how in the conclusion he talks about like, hey, I don't want to divide the Smash communities now that Ultimate is out, which kind of aims to bridge those communities together. Yeah, that's exactly what he did with this post.
He was trying to, this post backfired entirely.
Yeah, it did. And you'll, like a lot of YouTubers, they'll make jokes about like years of research. Like, I love the way Mighty Keith integrated it. He had like this video, Smash Ultimate Player's Worst Christmas. Even Mewtwo King, he's been shown to at least been friends with Salem at one point. I mean, he's pretty recently Salem's been on the channel, his channel at least. He'll open up with a video like, hey guys, I did years of research on the best stages to pick for competitive play. Oh my god, this man is being memed. And I'll be honest, I really enjoy these memes.
My god. Now I feel bad for the man.
I do a little bit.
But at the same time, you don't.
Yeah, he definitely went about this the wrong way. While we were reading the tweet longer, you saw the name Mango.
Yes.
Mango definitely drinks a lot, and I think that is kind of concerning. That being said, from what I've seen and what I've heard, Mango is probably one of the nicest dudes in the Melee community.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That dude is fluffy like a bear.
Even when he's drunk?
Yeah.
Interesting. Most people get really aggressive when they're crunk.
Crunk? When they're crunk? When they get crunk in the club, they get aggressive? I can see that.
What, does he even drink at tournaments or something?
Probably. I know he drinks on stream.
That can get him banned if he does it on Twitch.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Because it's promoting drinking to potential underage streamers.
No, well. Oh, well. Anyway.
Like, I'm pretty sure drinking at tournaments, like public events like that, could probably get you into trouble unless you have prior approval.
I'm not too sure about that actually, because I know at Evo they actually have like a bar and stuff.
Probably one of the few places that have it. I'm not sure if E3 ever has those.
Probably.
And E3 is a general gaming convention. It's not just meant for fighting games. It's meant for games in general.
I think it's because like mostly adults go to these type of events. Evo is for everyone, and there are some kids that play, and they're pretty good at it too. But
there's actually a kid who was a professional video gamer at, I think, the age of 5 or 6. He was insane at video games. He could beat most other pro players at some video games.
There's some young people out there that are pretty good.
Oh no, I saw this kid's skills. He's fucking awesome.
Besides the point, though, the Melee community as a whole has come up against this man. You remember how I talked about Hungrybox being a villain?
Yes.
Anytime Hungrybox plays Melee, I think even today, especially now because he's considered like the best player in Melee, people boo him. They don't like him because he plays Jigglypuff, and he's one of the only people that play Jigglypuff, which people hate.
But you can't deny he knows how to play Jigglypuff well.
Yeah, he does, and even in Ultimate, he plays Jigglypuff.
By the way,
and I commend him for that.
Speaking of Jigglypuff, did he? Well, actually, no. Since we're talking about Smash right now, when did they implement Final Smashes?
I'm gonna get to that in a second.
Okay. I assume that was in Brawl.
You answered your own question.
No, that's what I'm asking. I'm assuming it's in Brawl.
Uh, people, especially in Melee, do not like Hungrybox. Hungrybox fought Salem at SC United, I believe it's called, and the chat was actively cheering for Hungrybox. People admitted like this is the one time they would actually cheer for Hungrybox.
If he was fighting against Salem?
Yes, that's how much people do not like Salem at the moment. It's very sad.
God, guys, he was just trying to help bring them together.
And he tore them apart.
I could definitely tell that was going to push them apart, though. I could see that his intent, but I could also see that, like, I definitely agree with you. He went about it the wrong way. Like, you try to bring them together by trash talking the Melee community.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you expect that to work, man? That's so dumb. Oh, God. Now that's going to give me a headache thinking about it.
Do you need aspirin?
No.
Okay.
It was joking about that.
Alright.
Man, you're an idiot, man. How did you expect that to work?
The latest piece of Smash drama. At the time of this recording, at least. Something else will probably come up. Oh, I should probably explain. I keep mentioning the five gods, but not actually explaining, like, who or what they are. Melee has been competitive, or in the competitive scene for a while. 18 years as of today, I believe.
It's getting old. Melee is a very old game at this point.
For a while, there was only like 5 people that would ever top tournaments in Melee. If they attended the tournament, it was them that topped. Those were Mewtwo King, PPMD, that's his name, Armada, Hungrybox, who did I not mention? Mango. There it is.
You're the one who said that I brought up Mango earlier, and you forgot that he was one of the five gods.
I don't know why. I keep forgetting PPMD. Probably because he's the person I know the least about. They have nicknames too. I'm not even gonna try to remember.
Yes, Hungrybox is Dickbag.
No, like Armada's the Swedish sniper, because most people know him for his Peach play. He actually played Peach for a while. I don't know if he does now. I think he just sticks to Fox. But and then like Hungrybox is like the Clutch Puff. Mewtwo King is like the robot or the frame master or something. He got good at the game because he actually analyzed frame data. He's pretty much one of the few people who did that, at least at the time. They're known as the five gods because for a while it was them that reigned, and then eventually the era of the gods ended because Leffen showed up and defeated them. I'm not sure where I was going with that.
What if he couldn't defeat a single one of them anymore?
Anymore?
Yeah. Like, what if he suddenly got really, really, really bad at the game?
He'd still be known as the Godslayer because he slayed the gods.
But then that would probably go away because he can never seem to beat them anymore.
Well, no. Because the gods still retain their titles even though they're not doing all that well at the moment. Except for, like, Hungrybox.
I have seen Hungrybox's name at in a Smash tournament thing before. Like Smash Ultimate, I mean.
Was there a Jigglypuff?
I didn't really watch it, but I think he did play Jigglypuff.
Okay, yeah, I hope so.
Do they not allow Final Smash in Final Smash Bar in Ultimate tournaments?
They have never allowed Final Smash at any competitive event.
That would make it a little bit more interesting, though.
Certain Final Smashes are broken. Like Peach, I believe.
Hers knocks everyone out for a short time and spawns different items that heal you, right?
Yeah, and then Diddy Kong, even now, it's essentially just a better version of Pikachu's. So they're probably never going to get allowed. Ever. Unless they just outright ban those characters.
And I don't think they're ever going to ban actual characters in a tournament.
No. They did for Brawl. And then Japanese players didn't show up to the tournament, so they were like, oh, you know what? We're going to unban them.
Let me guess, they banned Meta Knight because he was so broken?
Yeah, actually. So you do know some Smash history.
Well, you're the one who told me how broken he was. You're the one who was saying how broken Meta Knight was in Brawl.
Every Smash game has other like viable characters. I think Brawl is the only one where it was like, if you're not playing this character, you're not trying to win. And that character, of course, that character was Meta Knight. There are viable characters, but if you weren't playing Meta Knight, you're not playing. Don't play.
They could have just I'm pretty sure the Wii had internet connection, so why not just patch Meta Knight?
I'm unsure actually.
I don't think I can't remember if any Wii games ever got any patches downloaded to them.
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to.
Wow, talk about lazy fucking developers. My God.
Is there anything specific you want to know about the FGC or Smash?
Just Smash, but I don't have anything entirely specific.
All right.
Like I said, I just want to get good at Smash Ultimate.
This is the first Smash game that Cody's actually taking seriously.
I've never played Smash 4, unfortunately. I would love to try it, though. Especially after seeing that little clip that we paused for earlier.
Oh, the Bayo Ditto?
Yes.
Evo 2018.
Yeah, you went to that one, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Did you actually watch that?
I didn't go and watch the finals at Evo 2018, but I did at my hotel see it on stream.
You should have went and watched it live and just laughed. It would have been, if I was there doing that, I would have probably been laughing my head off. Unfortunately for me, I am really bad at fighting games. And I've never been good at a fighting game. The only fighting game I've actually taken seriously and enjoyed, other than Smash Ultimate, was Dragon Ball FighterZ and I guess BlazBlue. Calamity Trigger is the first one, yeah? That's one we played?
Yeah.
Those are the only two I really played that I kind of enjoyed.
Oh, you didn't like Street Fighter?
I'm not really a Street Fighter guy. I did enjoy the one fight that we had, though.
That disappoints me to various levels.
How so?
Street Fighter is probably the easiest fighting game to understand.
Yeah, but I also couldn't do my Hadouken.
That just takes time.
I did the inputs. It just wouldn't give it to me.
Did you jump into Dragon Ball FighterZ and just immediately start pulling off Kamehamehas?
Actually, yes.
Oh.
Once I figured out how to actually use things,
so
what a quarter circle was, I figured out how that worked.
So and then the first time you did it, just Kamehameha happened?
Yes. I did the inputs correctly. It just wouldn't give it to me.
These damn lenient games of 2018. I think it came out in 2017.
Yeah, FighterZ was out in 2017. 2018.
These games today in their lenient inputs and.
For 2017, it was Dragon Ball FighterZ. For 2018, it was the mobile game Dragon Ball Legends. That hasn't been out even a half a year yet.
Is that a fighting game?
Actually, yes, it is considered a fighting game, and it is and it was rated one of the most competitive fighting games for mobile.
Mobile fighting game.
It is considered a fighting game. I would show you how it works if my phone was connected to the internet, but and we've been going for almost an hour.
Yeah,
you could do multiple podcasts on just this community. You mentioned.
I'm not sure about the Smash community.
No, the fighting game community.
Yeah, the fighting game community, definitely.
That's what I meant.
I might have to. I'm trying to think. I might have to introduce you to some pro players or something.
Oh? What,
not in person, but
Yeah, I was about to say. Hey, do you actually know these people?
Actually, when I went to Evo, there's a few people I could have talked to.
Zero, I assume? Was he there?
Not Zero.
No?
Esam, who's the best Pikachu player. in Smash. Daigo, who's one of, maybe not anymore, but one of the best Street Fighter players, period. Sonic Fox was there. I saw him. And there's a lot of like YouTubers I met there. Etika. Oh, Low Tier God was there. I really wanted to say something.
But you didn't because you were too nervous?
I didn't know what to say. That's the problem, actually. There's a lot of people I could have met, but I really didn't know what to say. Like,
all you had to do is just walk up and say hi. They would have probably tried to hold up a conversation with you.
Well, at the time, Low Tier God was actually talking to someone.
Oh.
And then Esam was at like a booth where you could like he would sign stuff for you. The only thing I had with me was like some artwork, which I actually still have yet to show you guys. And that's about it. He was selling like controllers and things, something you would expect for like a Smash player to want signed. The only thing I had was like artwork. It's kind of shitty to be like, hey, sign someone else's signed artwork for me. Write over their signature, please.
That would be such an insult. Oh boy, you should.
I did talk to Etika, but I didn't have much to say because I was super surprised that he was actually there. I was meeting him. I was walking down the hallway and I met him. The super looked like, oh hey, Etika. Like, oh hey, how are you? What's your name?
You actually did speak to that person?
Yes, I spoke. You don't know who Etika is?
No.
Oh. He's a streamer. Probably one of the most popular streamers, actually.
On Twitch or YouTube?
I don't think he's on Twitch anymore. I forget what he's moved to. He used to be on Twitch. Stuff. I think he's a shoutcaster is what he's called.
Really? We're almost an hour now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about ending this soon.
Ending and moving on to Smash?
No, ending the podcast entirely.
I know, ending the podcast and moving on to Smash.
Yeah. I guess next time I'll talk about Street Fighter or something. I think it's a shame that you haven't at least dabbled into Street Fighter.
Well, I don't own any Street Fighter games or any way to play. I don't have any way to play it other than he'll come over here.
It's fortunate. Oh, I've been Fake Namerson.
And I've been Cody Knight.
And we'll see you
after Exodia obliterates you.
No, we'll have no audience. What are you trying to do to my channel? We'll see you after Cody gets kicked out the window. Later.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.